Welcome, viewers, to today's podcast, where we delve into the relationship between U.S. elections and stock market volatility. I'm joined by Stock Marshal, who will shed light on this topic. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Let's jump right in. Starting with the most recent U.S. election, how did the stock market react to the 2020 presidential election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden?
The 2020 election saw heightened volatility leading up to and following the election day. Investors were uncertain about the outcome and the potential impact of policy changes. Let's take a look at this graph, which illustrates the S&P 500 index performance in the months surrounding the election. As you can see, there was a notable dip in the weeks leading up to the election, followed by a rally post-election as clarity emerged.
Now let's rewind to the 2016 election between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. How did the stock market fare during that time?
The 2016 election was also marked by volatility, with a different trajectory. Here's a graph showcasing the S&P 500 performance. We observed a sharp decline in the immediate aftermath of the election, followed by a swift recovery and an eventual bull run.
Moving on to the 2012 election between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney, what can you tell us about stock market behavior during that period?
The 2012 election saw relatively muted market reaction compared to other election cycles. Let's refer to this graph depicting the S&P 500 performance. As you can see, there was a steady upward trend leading up to and following the election, indicating minimal disruption.
Now, taking a leap back to the 2008 election between Barack Obama and John McCain, which coincided with the financial crisis, how did the stock market respond?
The 2008 election occurred amidst one of the most tumultuous periods in financial history. Here's a graph showcasing the S&P 500 performance. We witnessed significant volatility and a sharp downturn as the financial crisis unfolded, overshadowing the election outcome.
Let's explore the 2004 election between George W. Bush and John Kerry. What insights can you provide regarding stock market volatility during that time?
The 2004 election was relatively calm compared to other election cycles. Here's a graph illustrating the S&P 500 performance. We observed a stable trajectory with minimal deviations, reflecting a subdued market reaction to the election outcome.
What key takeaways can investors glean from the relationship between U.S. elections and stock market volatility?
The key takeaway is that U.S. elections can indeed influence stock market behavior, but the extent of the impact varies depending on various factors such as economic conditions, policy outlook, and geopolitical events. Investors should remain vigilant, diversify their portfolios, and focus on long-term fundamentals rather than short-term fluctuations driven by election cycles.
What impact do you anticipate interest rate cuts will have on the stock market?
Interest rate cuts are poised to influence market dynamics significantly. Lower interest rates typically boost corporate profits and stimulate investor sentiment. There's often a positive correlation between rate cuts and stock market rallies, highlighting the potential opportunities for investors.
Shifting gears to geopolitical risks, how do you perceive the current landscape and its implications for investors?
Geopolitical risks introduce a layer of uncertainty that investors must navigate carefully. The persistent trade tensions with China, the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and ongoing turmoil in the Middle East are areas of concern. Let's add some specificity to this discussion by identifying countries and regions where risks evolve. The escalating tensions between Russia and Ukraine pose risks to European markets, particularly in Eastern Europe. Trade disputes between the U.S. and China continue to cast a shadow over global markets, impacting sectors reliant on international trade. Turmoil in the Middle East and in oil-producing regions like the Persian Gulf can disrupt energy markets and ripple effects across broader financial markets.
Looking ahead, how can investors prepare themselves to navigate these challenges and capitalize on opportunities?
Preparation and strategic agility are key for investors to thrive amidst market uncertainties. Diversification across sectors and geographies acts as a shield against localized risks. Investors can explore opportunities in sectors traditionally resilient to geopolitical risks, such as defensive stocks and precious metals. Staying informed about global developments and maintaining a long-term perspective will be crucial for investors to weather the storms and capitalize on emerging opportunities.
With recession fears looming over the horizon in 2024, what indicators are you closely monitoring to gauge the health of the economy and potential market downturns?
Recession fears can be fueled by various economic indicators. One crucial metric is the yield curve inversion, which historically precedes economic downturns. Additionally, we're closely watching employment data, consumer spending trends, and corporate earnings reports for signs of economic weakness.
Now, considering the possibility of a recession, how do you anticipate stock market volatility to evolve in the coming months?
Recession fears often lead to increased market volatility as investors react to uncertain economic conditions. Let's visualize this with a graph showcasing historical stock market volatility during periods of recessionary concerns. We can expect heightened fluctuations in stock prices, with sectors sensitive to economic cycles experiencing amplified volatility.
Moving on, how can investors protect their portfolios during times of heightened recession fears and market turbulence?
During periods of market uncertainty, diversification and risk management are paramount. Investors should consider allocating assets across a range of sectors and asset classes to mitigate risk. Additionally, maintaining a long-term perspective and avoiding knee-jerk reactions to short-term market fluctuations can help investors weather the storm.
Now, looking at historical precedents, how have previous recessions impacted different sectors of the stock market?
Recessionary environments tend to affect sectors differently based on their sensitivity to economic conditions. Defensive sectors, like utilities and consumer staples, often outperform, while cyclical sectors, like technology and industrials, may face headwinds. Understanding sector dynamics and positioning portfolios accordingly can help investors navigate recessions more effectively.
How do global economic factors, such as trade tensions and geopolitical risks, intersect with recession fears and market volatility?
Global economic factors, including trade tensions and geopolitical risks, can exacerbate recession fears and contribute to market volatility. Escalating tensions between major economies or geopolitical hotspots can disrupt global trade and supply chains, amplifying economic uncertainty and market turbulence.
Thank you for your invaluable insights. It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss these critical topics with your audience.
If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.